Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm Estela Mata, one of the co-founders of Looms for Lupus, and we are excited to be here today with you on May 18th, 2023, which is May Mental Health Action Day. And what happens in Mental Health Action Day is we take action for mental health. So I am going to bring on Juana and hi,
Hello,
Juana.
everyone. Hello, how are you, Stella?
I'm so good. I was having a couple of technical difficulties, but then I remembered just take a deep breath because my mental health is my priority. So I wanted to make sure that everything went smooth, but there are sometimes things go out of our control. So I'm excited here today because we are launching, this is the third year in a row that we do Mental Health Action Day. And what is Mental Health Action Day? We'll be talking about that. And let me just bring on the slide deck. So again, welcome. I am Estela Mata, and with me, I have my sister, Juana Mata, and we are from Looms for Lupus, and we are collaborating, and we are part of the Mental Health Action Day awareness campaigns. And this campaign actually started in 2021, and I will tell you a little bit more about that. Let me go to the next slide. A little bit about us. I'm Estela Mata and my sister Juana Mata. We are both co-founders of Looms for Lupus. We are support group facilitators. We are healthcare advocates. We are ambassadors of Hope for the Mata Advocacy and Support organization. And we are part of the community here in Baldwin Park and in La Puente. And what do I mean by that? Part of the community. We are just people living our daily lives, but we are taking action in a lot of things, which if we think about it, it's like we're always doing something. So we raise awareness, we advocate, we support others, and that's really what we do. And our organization is Looms for Lupus. So Looms for Lupus is a nonprofit organization that provides resources and awareness to minority families that are affected by lupus, fibromyalgia, and overlapping conditions, including mental health. Mental health is such a big part of our daily lives. But it's also part of our overall health. And I think it is so important for us to remember that regardless of whether we have a chronic condition or not, mental health is part of our health. And what do? We provide resources, we provide support, and we provide awareness and advocate for those living with these conditions, but overall for the community as a whole when it comes to mental health. Definitely. And what is mental health? Mental Health Action Day, right? So we're going to be talking about what Mental Health Action Day is. What is the I Tattoo for Mental Health campaign? What is the goal around Mental Health Action Day? And then we're going to go over a couple of tips and actions that you can take as an individual to help yourself and to help your mental health. And then at the end, we're going to go over a couple of resources that you can utilize, that you can do so you can continue to care for yourself. So, Mona, are you excited?
Of course. And I just want to remind everyone also that what we do We also do everything in Spanish because we want to make sure that our Hispanic community or the our community that doesn't speak English has the resources, and that we're not only doing this for a certain population, but we're doing it for everyone. So we want to make sure that everyone gets the same resources, the information needed.
Yes, and definitely. Mental health is part of our overall health, and it can impact, and it can, we can all feel all the feelings, and it's okay to feel all the feelings. So we just need to take action. So when we do need help, to seek the help. And I see someone that our good friend Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Thank you for tuning in. She says, "Thank you for sharing this important information and important projects and campaigns." Yes, it is so important. And Barbie, you do the same. I think one of the things that we've learned throughout the years is collaboration, and also working together with other people that are like-minded and that have the same real, true goal.
Yes.
There are not many people in the industry like you, Barbie, that I can say that 100% is about community, it's about collaboration, and it's about helping others. And that is what we do. So, yes, I'm excited to share a little bit more about this. And hopefully, iPain, or International Pain Foundation, can actually be part of this movement as well. So we'll get started. So what is Mental Health Action Day? So Mental Health Action Day really is just a day for you to get the mental health support that you need, whether it is for you, whether it is for a loved one, for your sister, for your brother, for your neighbor, for your coworker, for your friend. It is about ending that stigma, and also creating the normalcy of seeking help, right? And mental health action days, really, the mission is to shift that mental health culture about awareness. So we all talk about, the month of May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And we want to raise awareness, we want to talk about it, but we also need to start holding ourselves accountable and start taking action, not just talking about it. We have to start demonstrating to others, this is what I do for myself. And do you need me to help you do something for yourself? And now this whole movement actually started by the MTV Entertainment Group. And what they did is they realized during the pandemic in like 2019, 2020, we realized how many people were being impacted by mental health, even though we've all been impacted by mental health, even from before. But I think we were able to see more of the effect and the impact that the pandemic had. Then we were able to kind of peel the onion and say, okay, well, not only is it impacting our community because of the pandemic, we are now indoors, we are not talking to each other, we feel like everything's really falling apart, right? And the whole world felt it at the same time. And in a way, the silver lining of that was that we got to see the impact of what illnesses, our daily lives, our structure, and how it impacts our mental health. And we had been saying this for a long time. Juana and I, when we started Looms for Lupus, we talked about incorporating mental health and knitting a community of hope, loom knitting, bringing art therapy, because we knew that if you were living with a chronic condition or life-threatening condition, it impacts your emotional health. And so with fast forward to the pandemic, MTV Entertainment Group saw this, and they saw the need, and they said, you know what? Let's take action. Let's create this awareness, but bring in other organizations to collaborate and work together. Let's include nonprofits. Let's include brands. Let's include government agencies, and let's all work together. And I can say that right now there are so many. There's about 1,750 nonprofit organizations, and we were one of, I think, the first 500.
Mhm.
And this movement is within across 32 countries. Mental health does not discriminate. It can impact anyone and everyone, anyone living. So It is so important. Why am I so passionate about this? Because we knew that this was needed. And I love that you're wearing your green, Juana.
Yes. You know what? And the sad thing is that it's not only affecting adults. The sad part is that it's affecting very young children. So, yes, Mental Health Action Day is so important. We need to bring the awareness, we need to bring the resources. We really need to be out there talking about it. And, like you said, Estela, ending the stigma, because in the Hispanic community, we see that a lot. You know, we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about mental health because what? You know, the dirty clothes stays in the home. Los trapitos sucios se quedan en la casa, and that's not how it should be. We really need to bring that awareness because we want to make sure that we provide the resources for our young kids that need the help. We need to bring this to light. We really need to do something about, you know, the mental health of everyone.
Yes, definitely. Y para todos los que están sintonizando que hablan español, estamos aquí en el Día de Acción para la Salud Mental. Es el día de que tenemos que tomar acción sobre nuestra salud mental para nosotros, para nuestros amigos, para nuestros vecinos, para nuestros colegas, para todos, para los niños, para nuestros abuelos. ¿Por qué lo tenemos que hacer? Porque si nosotros traemos conciencia, eso es importante, pero también tenemos que tomar acción, ¿no? Entonces es muy importante tener eso. Y el Día de Acción comenzó con MTV Entertainment Group y nosotros, nuestra organización Looms for Lupus, ha sido parte de esta campaña que ahora ya son 1,750 organizaciones y también está transmitido en 32 países. So, what is the I Tattoo mental health campaign? So last year, you know, as we were talking about what can we do to make it fun, to make it interactive, to make it where people can see, people can take action and share with others. What can we do? So we always talk about it. So we knew, you know, we were going to do that. We raise awareness all the time. We do post. We talk about it, but we're like, let's make it fun, include everyone. So 3 years ago, we co-hosted the first mental health walk in the city of Baldwin Park. And shout out to the city of Baldwin Park, to our mayor, Emmanuel Estrada, for being so supportive, and for the Oath to Country Foundation. OTCF initially started this. Our mayor kind of went on board, and we were not kind of, he went completely on board.
Right.
So we hosted the third, what is it called? I'm sorry, I just took
the mental health. The mental health.
Yes, the first mental health walk in the city of Baldwin Park. So that was 3 years ago. Last year, we co-hosted, and we thought, let's make it fun. So we created the I Tattoo for Mental Health campaign. And what it was really, it's just bringing in a tattoo, a temporary tattoo that you put on your hand or wherever you want to put on your body. And it was also to take a pledge and say, you know what? I take action for my mental health. I am raising awareness by tattooing this tattoo. And I'm also saying that I'm going to take care of my mental health. And really, it was a step in the right direction because we wanted to move from awareness to action. And I want to say last year, we had an amazing turnout. You know, from the mayor of Baldwin Park, Emmanuel Estrada, getting tattooed, to his son, to the Baldwin Park Unified School District, to the police officers, to community members, to our uncles, to our children, teenagers, young adults, every single person that came to our booth got that tattoo. So this year we did that again, and we continue to do it. And we don't want to just do this on obviously May, which is Mental Health Awareness Month and Mental Health Action Day. But today is just a reminder we should take action every day. So if you want a tattoo, go ahead and go to our website and we will send you some tattoos. And what is the goal overall for all of this? Why are we doing this? Well, the goal is for us to let you know that we should commit to taking at least 1 hour of your day. And we have 24 hours, right, Juana?
Right, right.
And 1 hour to take away for yourself and for your mental health.
Absolutely, Estela. That's our goal, 1 hour, but you don't have to start with the 1 hour. You can start with 5 minutes and start increasing. The goal is 1 hour, but start with 5 minutes if that's all you can at this time. But
exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So we're going from mental health awareness to mental health action. And we want you to take action for you and to take action to help others and to also take action and do something for yourself and your mental health. And a couple of things that you can do. So you might say, well, what should I do? I mean, I don't have time. I'm so busy. I'm always, doing this. I understand. I am super busy. It takes me sometimes a long time to realize, you know what, I'm getting burnt out and I need to take a breather. I need to step away. And like Juana said, at least 5 minutes to 10 minutes. Start small, but make it a goal to take action. No small action is going to go unseen. Trust me. This morning, as I got up, I thought to myself, it's going to be a busy day. But as I was walking out of my house, as I locked my door, I saw my beautiful roses in my garden. And I said, you know what? I'm going to stop and smell the roses, because I may not have an opportunity to stop throughout the whole day. And I cannot start talking about taking action if I don't start myself. Right? So I did that. So start baby steps. So take 1 hour of your mental health for yourself, for others. Whether this means going to a therapy session, whether this means going to a yoga class, whether this means going to the backyard and smelling your flowers, whether this means going to get on a bike and ride it around your block, maybe going to the beach, maybe reading a book,
or even cooking.
maybe
Sometimes,
cooking. Yeah.
I mean,
So
you make it your own. You do what makes you feel better. And it can be anything, practically anything.
yes. So we want to also remind ourselves that being on social media could be overwhelming. And, there's always so many bullies out there. There are so many people out there that are not with the right intentions. So sometimes maybe you don't have to do much except to disconnect, right? From social media. And maybe that is all you need for the day, for your action, because if it's causing stress, if people are not being nice, it's going to affect your mental health. And don't allow others to do that to yourself. So instead, do something good and disconnect, unplug from social media. If something is stressing you out, like the TV, like the news, turn off the news and watch a movie.
Right.
If, whatever is causing stress in your life, disconnect from it for at least an hour. And that's how you're going to start taking action for yourself. Right.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people think, well, you know what? Like, I don't have the time. Yes, you do. If you are working, when you go to lunch, go for a walk. Go do something that you enjoy. Ultimately, it is about you. And self-care is not being selfish, right, Juana?
Right. You're not being selfish by doing just a little bit for you. So you definitely need to take that walk, smell those flowers, or sometimes just sitting in a room or just staying away from others. You just need those 5 minutes, and that will really help you. And of course, mental health is super important. So you need to be okay to be okay for others.
Yes. And then another thing is, we were talking about like tips for you to do for yourself to take action, but also we're going to talk about now tips on actions that you can take to help someone else, to help your loved ones, to help your family, to help your kids, to help your mom, to help your husband, your coworkers, whoever it is. Reach out to them, call them if you haven't seen them. If you're going to see them, ask them how they're feeling. Let them know that you did something for mental health, and maybe ask them what they've done. Because ultimately, and I love this, the image here we have, friends are stronger together. That's 100%. I could tell you, Juana, to me, she's more than my sister. She's more than my co-worker. She's more than my advocate partner. She is one of my best friends. And I know that I can go to her for anything and she can come to me. And it's so good to have a friend. And if you don't have friends or people that you call friends, you're not alone. I want you to know you're not alone, because if you don't have one person that you can call, uh, or one person in your life that you can call a friend, you are not alone, because I'm going to tell you something. We are going to provide resources for you, and I'm going to give you phone numbers, because all you have to do is, if you have a phone, connect with someone that cares. And I'm going to tell you, there are people that care about you. Even if you think that no one cares or that you are alone, you are not alone.
You're not alone, and you are very special. Everything that you are very special. Just remember that.
Right now that you said that, it just reminded me of something. You are you, and no one is better than you, and no one can replace you. And I think that's the beauty of all of us, is the fact that we all have something to contribute and something to give. And even at our lowest points, when we think, what, I'm going through the hardest time in my life. Maybe you're going through a divorce. Maybe you're going through a loss. Maybe you just got diagnosed with a condition. Maybe you've lost your job. You've lost something. It's okay. There is a grieving process. It's okay to have and to feel all these feelings, and to feel like, what, like your life is over, because it's okay to feel our feelings. But I want you to know that you are not alone. And if you need help, there is help for you. So, I don't know why I felt like I needed to say that, just in case anyone out there feels this way. I want you to know that you are loved and you are seen. And then tips on actions for loved ones here. So, even if you don't feel comfortable talking about mental health with your friend or calling them up, to see how they're doing, maybe invite them to lunch. Who doesn't want a free lunch? Right? Who doesn't want to go out and have lunch with their friends? So invite them to lunch, maybe invite them to go out to get a cup of coffee. There's so many things that you can do to
Or for a
connect with
simple
your
walk.
friends.
Or for a simple walk, right? Just connecting and being next to somebody sometimes means the world. And the need to have somebody next to you, not necessarily talking, but just knowing that you have somebody next to you is very, very important.
Exactly. And also, when you reach out to your friends, if they do share with you what they're going through, don't be judgmental. Share the resources. And it's a very simple number that I'm going to give you that you're not going to be able to forget, right? That you can, guide them and give them that resource. And the resources that I'm talking about is a hotline, right? So in the past, we knew that there was a suicide prevention hotline, lifeline or hotline, where we would call the 1-800-273 8255. Well, that's very long to remember. And I don't know about you, but nowadays I have my phone and I don't remember a lot of these numbers. But last year, the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline was created and it was launched. And, it was a project that was in the works for a while and it launched and it has been so successful. You just simply have to call 988 or text 988 or those old numbers. If you still have the 741 or if you still have that 800 number, you can still call it. They will still work. But what's easier is having 988, a simple number to remember, I think will make things better. Now, whether you're having ideas about suicide, whether you're feeling alone and you feel like maybe you might need help, you can call 988 and they will help you. Someone on the other side of that line cares enough to pick up that call. So I want you to know that no matter what you're going through, no matter what life is giving you today, if you need help, there is help. So you can call 988. And they provide information in Spanish and support. They provide information and support to our veterans. They provide and support information to our children. They provide information and resources to our mothers, to everyone. There is no one excluded. So please make a note of that number, 988, and seek help. Again, it's so important to have this number. So jot it down, even if you forget, right? A lot of people think like, let me call 911. I'm having an emergency. I'm having these suicide, thoughts. 911 is not equipped to help you in that way. It's better to call 988. It is, again, so I'm so glad that we are part of this mental health action campaign, that we help, because Looms for Lupus is about helping our community members. It is about supporting you. It is about supporting you, supporting your loved ones. It is about raising awareness, whether this is on healthcare, whether it's on lupus, whether it's on fibromyalgia, whether it's on mental health. We raise awareness together, whether it's through walks, whether it's through a campaign, whether it's through live symposiums, or just even at the market, right, sister, just talking.
Absolutely. Right. And you
We
know what?
provide education.
And we're there to support. And the support that we give, but we also receive a lot of support from those that connect with us. So thank you to everyone. But please reach out if you need the help. Estela gave you those numbers, 988, simple 988. You will get the resources, you will get the help, and somebody does care for you.
Yeah, yes, definitely. And, one of the things that I want to leave you with is, to take action for your mental health. It is so important to do that. Again, if you are interested in joining us with this campaign, we had probably about 100 people get the tattoo on Saturday. And it's just amazing to see the children, to see everyone just so happy, learning about mental health and talking to them and letting them know if you need mental health support, you can go to your teacher, you can go to your principal, you could go to the school janitor, you can go to the cafeteria lady, you can go to your support group, you can go to anyone if you need help. And I think this is what this campaign is about. It's about providing that support. But I don't want to take a lot of your time. I want to encourage you to please today take action for mental health, to please today do something for yourself and do something for someone else, because mental health is part of your overall health. And we are just so excited to be part of the Mental Health Action Day. Last year, I think Selena Gomez and the Mental Health Action team went to the White House. So I want you to post on social media what you're doing for mental health action. What's your action today? And tag mental health action, tag I Tattoo for mental health, tag Looms for lupus. We want to share it. We want to share with others and create a movement, a ripple effect. So please, please love yourself and do something for yourself. Love others and do something for them. Take action on Mental Health Day. And with that, I leave you. If you need anything, please reach out to Looms for Lupus. We have a website. I will put it on here. If you need anything, we provide support groups. And most importantly, have a wonderful rest of your day.